Hey everyone, welcome back to East Vineland, New Jersey, Kubota Farm. It's November. I moved ahead a month. Had some plans. They have been, let's just say, changed because of this beautiful rainy weather that we have. I was thinking about jumping straight into some sugar beet harvesting, but that's not going to happen, at least not yet. But we do have something else we can tackle, which is our oilseed radish. I don't think it's going to hurt to take care of the oilseed radish in the rain. These fields have to be plowed anyways, so we're going to plow under our oilseed radish and see how much good that does for us. No idea. I think it'll help with the nitrogen. I think that's what it's supposed to do. But happy Friday, by the way. Happy end of the week. For those of us who work, or if you go to school or whatever it is you do, hopefully you've got the weekend to look forward to. Super Bowl weekend, is it? Or am I wrong about that? Is it Super Bowl weekend? I think it is. Maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's a weekend, and weekends are good. Oh, I love fall in East Vineland. I love the colors. Yeah, I'm a big fall fan in real life, too. I think it's my favorite. In fact, I know it's my favorite season of the year. The longer fall lasts, the better, but it usually doesn't last long enough. But I'll take what I can get. So we're gonna kick off a couple of course plays on these here fields. What's up yonder there, up north here in this field? What's that little pointer gizmo right there? I'm not sure what that's all about there. But let's generate a course. We'll do 3 headlands. And we can start, I don't really care where we start. We can start on headlands, right? And we'll do sharp corners because we want our corners to be sharp. Let's generate a course. And that looks pretty tasty. If a course play course can look tasty. Yeah. Let's kick that off. So we wanted to start at the first waypoint. None of this nonsense we're gonna mess with. And we're gonna kick this girl or guy. This girl is gonna start start plowing fields 1 and 2. Then we'll run over here to 3. And we'll do the same thing here. So we want to create a job. No, we don't, because, well, do we? We don't want field where we want course play. That's what we want. And it selected the correct field. Thank you, course play. 5 headlands? No. 3 headlands. Sharp corners, please. We'll have you start on the headlands as well. Generate that course for us if you wouldn't mind. Where do you want to start, Mr. Courseplay? You want to start right there? Okay. I'm going to bring you around this way. See, I turned off my mouse dealio. Oh, it's right there. Okay. First waypoint, if you would, please. I like talking to Courseplay. I think it works better when you talk to it. It's like talking to plants, you know. Plants like to be talked to. I think Courseplay likes to be talked to. Who's our lucky Courseplay victim? Ah. That's an interesting choice for a mustache beard combination. Kind of an anti-goatee kind of thing, right? Or is that just gray on the chin? I don't know what's going on. No, that's a shaved chin. Dude, seriously though, dude. I don't know if I like that look. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's alright. Alright, so we're going to let our workers do what they need to do to make us proud. She's already doing a bang-up job, I can see. And if we take a peek ski at our... Whoa, that's zoomed in. If we take a peek at our... That's what I wanted. at our environmental scores at 74. Curious. 57 on that field and 92 on this field. How does that happen? That's weird to me because I mean that's 35-point difference. But don't we do the same thing to both of these fields all the time since we've joined them? Very weird. Nitrogen values, pH values, I think we're going to be okay. And then field 3 looks about the same. A little disappointed in that score, but I honestly don't understand that. And that first value is nitrogen. Maybe this value will change once we get, I don't know. Sometimes I give up on trying to figure out our uh, precision farming. I did go ahead, by the way, and sprayed our olive orchard before I moved ahead into November. Not sure if I needed to do that yet because the olive trees show withered still here in November. Now, I'm going to just take an educated guess that, well, I don't know how educated it is, but I'm going to take a guess that this withered state is going to stay that way until, like, all the way through the winter. And then maybe in the spring, when olives start to grow again, we'll start seeing that changed. I did a little Google foo and on this needs plowing business. And from what I understand, if you've got needs plowing turned on in your settings, which I indeed do, I don't know where it is, so you might just have to trust me on that. Where is needs plowing? Where weeds, fieldstone, periodic plowing required on. My understanding is that if this is on and you've got this business or even grapes, just ignore it. That's what I've read. So I don't know. That's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to ignore it. And we'll just, we'll wait till we need to do our subsoiling and cultivating and whatnot over there. So since we've got our fields, our oilseed radish being taken care of, November is egg selling. And we've got a lot of eggs, so we're going to sell eggs. I don't know where the lucky spot is that we're going to be taking these to, but let's check it out. Eggs, eggs, eggs. The average mean high is 42.30, so we are above that. And it looks like 43.45. The bakery is the winner right now. I hope they can write a big check because that's where we're going to be taking them. Bakery, where are you? Where are you, stinking bakery? Where's the beam? The beam of glory. I don't know where the beam of glory is. The bakery, though, I thought... I was sorely wrong because I thought the bakery was in more the center of the map. There's the bakery. Oh, the bakery's down in the southwest. Okay. All right, well, that's where we need to head. But let's see if we can get some eggs. Oh, man, don't run over the eggs, Brad. You're not going to load the half ones either? I kind of want you to. That's a setting. Let's see if we can change that. So the universal auto load mod. Oh, Brad, what are you doing with what are you doing there with your F3 there? I don't know what you're doing there. No, Brad. I'm having keyboard challenges. Let's hop out and see if we can fix it here. There we go. Full only. No, we want any. That's what we want. Let's see if that'll help. Yeah, that did the trick. Okay, let's go over and pick up the rest of our eggs. Quite a few more eggs than we had last time, since we added that second chicken pen. Let me get rid of that. I like having my screen as less clutter as I can. Ooh, you are gonna try and auto load that corn, that cracked corn, aren't you? I think you're going to try to do that. So we need to change this. Container type, loading filter any. I don't think that's right. Container type all. Euro palette. Well, this might get interesting. This is the part that's missing that I'm looking for, and I think I've mentioned this before, but I think it's this trailer. Because with other trailers, we should be seeing an option for specific goods. Like, we should be able to select eggs only versus cracked corn as well. That's typical. Alright, well, if it loads cracked corn, then we'll just... Stupid. I really don't like you for doing that. Do I need to on? Yeah, let's see if that helps. Cracked corn, and I don't care. And cracked corn, and I don't care. I know, it's horrible. Oh, yeah, get some, Brad, get some. Wow, that's annoying. Yeah, used to be able to select. Well, you know what we're going to do then? That's what we're going to do. We're going to hand load. And don't even tell me you're full, because I know you're not full. And at this point, we've got so many cracked eggs, it's not even funny. I'm going to load as many as I can on here like this. Oh, you like that? Okay. I didn't know you'd like that. And the chickens are not happy with me at all right now. Will you fall down for me? No? I have to spin you? Alright. Scooch on there. There you go. A little depth perception issue going on there. Let's bail. Let's get out of here. And what I can do is... Oh, no, Brad. What are you hooked? Jeez. Well, I would definitely have lost my job by now for egg delivery, dude. Unless you want them, you know, kind of pre-scrambled. Pre-scrambled for your eating pleasure. Let's do this. That's a lot of eggs, isn't it? Is the bakery really going to use this many eggs? Let's see if we've got this in a better shape here. We're going to do this. See, that is so irritating. You've got two open spots that are perfect for those two. That and the fact that you should be able to double stack, so don't tell me you're full, because I know that's nonsense. But we make it work. We make it work. Alright, so let's do this. Let's lose the belts. And we're just going to shove you on here. And we're going to... I wonder how heavy that really is. I mean, eggs aren't that heavy, but that's a lot of eggs. We're going to turn off my super strength since I get into trouble with it. And we're going to tension belt, which isn't really... Is it strapping through the pallet, maybe? Kinda, not really. Alright, whatever. Whatevs, right? All right, let's move on. Let's get these stinking things sold because we've got some serious coin. We've got some serious cash money going on here, I think. Lights for safety. Excellent. Let's go to the bakery. Let's make some money. So I've been doing a little offline, off video, off camera, playing around with sugar beet harvesting in an effort to try to keep the spirit, oh boy, I'm getting fancy now, to keep the spirit of the map alive, it being Kubota farm. Finding the most Kubota-ish way to harvest our sugar beets and do it inexpensively. And really, sugar beets are one of those crops that, from what I have found, even with mods, either in the mod hub or on shady websites, you don't have a ton of options for sugar beet harvesting. I mean, you can go way outside the norm and get like a Homer harvester with like a 40-foot Draper head on it. And I just don't want to go that unrealistic. Start selling, baby. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Get those eggs sold. And I don't really want to go that unrealistic. Oh, it's going to take a minute to sell these, isn't it? So I'm going to try, I want to try and stay with machinery that makes sense, you know? Machinery that makes sense. We are raking in the coin, by the way. Holy cow. These eggs are not messing around. Whoa, that was... Not really sure. Oh. Oh, okay. Wow. It sucks them right in. Are you sucking back into the trailer? You're sucking back onto the trailer, aren't you? Little stinkers. So, using proper equipment that's not highly modified, really the least expensive, more or less the least expensive choice is to lease the front gizmo, the topper, and the trail behind harvester, throw it on an M8, and call it good. Or spend more money and get one of the big boys, the self-propelled, the big guys. And they're expensive. Even to lease, they're not cheap. Now, after this egg sale, I think everything I'm about to say doesn't make difference because we could pretty much buy a freaking beet harvester at this point. I am always amazed at how much money we rake in with eggs. That's unbelievable. Wow. Okay. So what I've kind of decided to do, plus I was playing with Courseplay, and boy, I had a big mixed bag of experiences going on with Courseplay and sugar beet harvesting. I had some issues with Courseplay driving a tractor over to the harvester and unloading it. Not the other way around. Like, you know, when we harvested before, I had the harvester drive to the, you know, to the trailer. Well, I was getting Courseplay. I was trying to get Courseplay to drive the harvester. I'm sorry, drive the trailer to the harvester, and it indeed would do that. That was pretty easy. What it wouldn't do is completely pull up and unload. It would like stop next to the harvester, shy of the trailer getting underneath the unloading conveyor belt thing. And after I did some finagling and looking and just messing around, I realized that you can change the offset of the tractor and the trailer that's doing the unloading. So I got that to work. Finally got it to unload. And I even got it to not just unload, but once the trailer was, you know, X amount full, it would actually drive over to our silo, unload the trailer, and come back. I mess around a lot offline because I know that you probably don't want to see me messing around a lot like that, you know? I don't blame you. It's a little bit of pride, you know. I don't want to look that stupid. I look stupid enough as it is. So, getting all that figured out, I did some more soul searching, and now it's kind of a really easy choice. I am definitely going to we're gonna lease a big boy and get it done properly, more or less. I did feed the pigs. Did I feed them yet? I did give them a pallet of grain because I felt sorry for them. We need to give them. Yeah. We need to give them some base food. And I don't think they need any more straw. They're good on straw. And the other thing we can do is we can sell some of our pigs off to the petting zoo. So we are going to sell these and sell these. And that's it. I think we actually sell about 20 a month is where we're at right now, I think. I think we sell 20 pigs a month. And excuse me, typically we would be next month we would be back at 350, but I think we got off a little bit here because I neglected to keep the pig food full and their health declined, and it kind of screwed up that monthly sell and have them do their pig thing and have pig babies. I think that's why we're a little off numbers like that, but it's all good. As long as they keep pooping, yeah. As long as they keep pooping like they are, which gives us some stuff for our grapevines, and if we can sell 20 a month generally, that's not too bad, and we'll just keep up with it. We'll just keep up with it that way. They're nice to have around. I've started liking them again. They annoyed me for a while. I liked them at first, and then they started bothering me, and now I like them again. So, plus I really like bacon. Like bacon's... Is bacon the god of all food? It may very well be. I have a friend at work that doesn't like bacon. Let that sink in for a second. Does not like bacon. Now, I'm not talking about a religious thing or a vegetarian thing. He honestly does not like the taste of bacon. Not a texture thing, not a, you know, it comes from a filthy animal like a Pulp Fiction thing. I honestly, my mind was blown. I honestly just, I've never heard of that before. And I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to be a jerk about it or be funny about it. I honestly have never heard of somebody who doesn't like bacon. Like a normal eater does not like bacon. Like I said, vegetarian, the whole 9 yards, sure. If you've got reasons not to eat it, cool. But you don't like the taste of it? Are you serious? Like, immediately do not trust this person. All trust is out the window. Never leave them alone with my kids. I would never let them borrow my car. In fact, I don't even think, I'm not even sure I would let him in my house if I were here. He certainly would never touch my PC. People that don't like baking should never be allowed to use a computer. I don't get it. I honestly do not. It's beyond my comprehension to not like bacon. It's got everything. And even if you don't like crunchy bacon, you might still like bacon. Or let's say you don't like limp bacon, you might still like crispy bacon. You know what I'm saying? People like bacon different ways, but you like bacon. And I remember when, I don't remember a lot of details when we lived in Canada. I was pretty young. But I know for the 3 or 4 years that I lived in Canada, bacon was a big thing too. This is not just an American, an American thing. Now, I'll tell you what is an American thing. And if you're not from America, or maybe you're just not familiar with like a place called Denny's. If you're not familiar with Denny's, I don't know the best way to put it. It's like you're probably at least familiar with Walmart. To me, Denny's is a restaurant. It's a Walmart version of a restaurant, and I don't know why that just sounds so fitting to me. It's like if I go to the Walmarts in my area, I don't go to Walmart very often, but when I do, maybe it's the same clientele. I don't know what it is, but anyways, Denny's is not a fast food chain. It's just a sit-down place that sells fast food, basically. Yeah. And some of their stuff is good if you just like that kind of food. Moons over my hammy. I haven't been to Denny's in a long time. I'm assuming they still sell the sandwich Moons over my hammy. Moons over my hammy, if I remember correctly, it's probably about 4,000 calories in one sandwich. I think it was French toast for bread, and then in between was like eggs and ham. That's where you get the Moons over my hammy. And then I don't know if there was bacon on that or not. But anyways, going back to the idea, Denny's has a breakfast bar, right? And the most fascinating thing to me when I would go to Denny's for breakfast was watching some of the people eat from the breakfast bar plates of bacon. All right, not single layer of bacon on a plate, a mound of bacon, and that's it. We sat next to this couple. The last time, it wasn't probably not the last time I was there, but one of the last times I went to Denny's, and we were laughing about when we first got there. We were joking around about like, let's hope that somebody, because I love people watching, and I was telling my wife at the time, man, I hope we get some good people here today at Denny's, because it'll be it's epic. And I mean, I'm no poster boy for health, don't get me wrong, okay, but this is next level. And sure enough, man, I'm telling you, people, there was this couple, both of them hit that breakfast bar, and we never saw them take anything from that breakfast bar other than mounds of bacon on a plate, and that was it. They must have walked out of there, and 3 pounds of bacon easy in each of their bellies, easy. And what is Denny's gonna say? There's no sign, there's nothing that says, hey, thanks, welcome to our breakfast bar, how about trying something other than bacon, you stinking heifers. There's nothing like that up there. I know it's kind of mean, I'm just saying it what it is. I mean, he was probably somewhere in the 450 range, and she was probably a deuce and a half, easy. And now you can't eat like that and expect you get a side of angioplasty. Literally, if I ate that kind of meal, I would need a side of angioplasty. I would need to go to the doctor afterwards and get rotor-rooted, get my entire, you know, heart area just routed out with all the grease. It was epic. And they were in heaven. Oh man, were they in heaven. I think they had coffee. If I remember right, coffee and orange juice. And plates just mountain of bacon. It's unbelievable. And Denny's kept bringing it out, man. I was watching this poor girl working the breakfast bar. I guess that was kind of her designated role, was just keeping it clean and or trying to, and keeping things stocked. Wow. Even I could even tell on the look from her face was like, oh, come on, man, really? Maybe they were regulars too. I don't know. They might have been. They might have been regulars now that I think about it. But you know, I mean, let's face it, if you're going to get your money's worth, bacon's one of the more expensive things, right? In that breakfast buffet. Because eggs are pretty cheap. And I guess fruit can be expensive. But, you know, heaven forbid they allow fruit to touch their lips. You know, it's... I think there were grits, maybe. Yep, even in the north, I think there were grits, hash browns, tater tots, all that healthy stuff, pancakes. I think there was some French toast. Man, that sounds really good right now, doesn't it? French toast. Man, I really do like good French toast. Wow. But all that was skipped. You know, just bacon, baby. Bacon me up. But I just was flabbergasted at meeting somebody who honestly does not like the flavor of bacon. I don't know what to make of that. I know they're not to be trusted. That's all I know. Not to be trusted. Like, I think I would be less surprised from somebody who said, hey Brad, not a big fan of chocolate. I would still be a little bit like, what? Like chocolate, like any chocolate? Like, I get some people don't like dark chocolate because they think it's too bitter. Some people don't like, you know, this chocolate or that chocolate because there's a pretty big variety, right? But to say, you know, I just don't like any chocolate, that would be a little shocking. But I think to hear you don't like bacon, well, it's un-American, first of all. Let's just get that out of the way straight away. That's un-American. And if you have any pride in your country at all, you would never admit that out loud, that you don't like bacon. You know? Just saying. I remember when I went to Norway, when I was in high school, their breakfasts, and I remember this very clearly, their breakfasts were so much healthier. In fact, in general, their food habits were so much healthier. At least that's what I took away from it. Maybe it was because we stayed with families mostly, and they ate what they ate for dinner and stuff, and you know, more fish, definitely more fish, and things just healthier overall. Like, and I think even portion sizes were normal. I don't remember seeing a slice of bacon though when I was there. Now that I think about it, but maybe I did. And at the time I wasn't really thinking much, but I do remember, and I think I mentioned this before, that we stayed. We were teamed up in pairs, so I had one other dude that I was teamed up with when we stayed with these families, and we ended up staying with an American family. We were like the only two guys out of the entire group that ended up having a stay with an American family, and I think it was in Oslo, if I remember right. It was in one of the bigger cities, and we were both just so excited about that because we knew that we were just going to get like, you know, American food probably, like they would eat more like American food kind of stuff. And I remember them not disappointing. In fact, I remember, if I remember correctly, he had a Ford Mustang, so that was super cool because we weren't seeing many American cars, you know, things like that. And of all things, to have a nice, you know, and it was not your base model Ford Mustang at the time. It was like your Ford Mustang, like a GT thing, the 5.0 liter, if I remember right. And so it was just everything American. It was just funny. I think he might have been either in the military or he was ex-American. I don't know why they were there. I think maybe a military somehow. And I just remember the whole time with them. It was nice because I think we had gone like a week away from home, and you know, you're in high school, so you're too cool and too old, you think, to be homesick, so you're never going to admit to anybody that you're homesick, but you really are for certain things. And so it was a really nice break to stay with an American family. I remember how jealous my buddy, my really good friend in high school, and you know, why not team me up? Why not? I hate when teachers think that's cool, you know? Like, they know darn well. They know darn well who your friends are. They know darn well who you hang out with. So why not just team you up with them? Oh, no, you know, teachers are like, well, you know, Matt and Brad are really good friends, but why would we ever, you know, why would we ever allow them to have fun and be teamed up together? Let's find somebody who Brad, I've never seen talk to in his life, who's a year older than him, who's a senior, by the way, and I was a junior, and probably as different as you could possibly be. Oh, because it's healthy? It expands your... No, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. When you're in high school, that does nothing but piss you off. And in fact, it does nothing but make you, you know, rebel and try to be like, screw this, you know, I'm going to hang out with... And we did get along. We actually ended up getting along quite well, but we weren't lasting friends. I don't still talk to him. His name was Scott. Really nice guy. I don't still talk to him. Oh boy, how many years has it been? I don't even want to say it out loud how long it's been. But I don't still talk to him. I still talk to Matt. Go figure. You know, like my best friend from high school, we still talk on the regular. He doesn't even live here. He lives in Minnesota. It's like he's like 600 miles away. But we still talk regularly, like almost daily. I don't talk to Scott. I lived with Scott in Norway, but so I guess it was a big fail there, Mr. Hyatt. That's right. I'm calling you out, Mike Hyatt. I'm calling my band director out, man. Still don't forgive him for that. And to be fair, though, I think if he would have teamed me and Matt up, we probably would have been sent home early. That's probably what would have happened. So, if I'm being fair, it was probably the smart thing to do. But it was a great experience. But staying with the Americans was a great reprieve. Not that Norwegian families weren't super nice. Some of the nicest people I've ever met. Extremely open and caring. To have two strange high schoolers come into your house. Oh my gosh, there was one family that we stayed with. It was the first family we stayed with. You want to talk about kicking off a trip to Europe in high school the right way? The first family that me and Scott stayed with had one high school daughter that was a senior and one first-year college student. And let's just say they weren't unattractive. I still remember, excuse me, I still remember the looks. I must have had the same look on my face. I think we thought we won the lotto. We were in this beautiful house, this Norwegian village, in this quaint, it was small, but it was just a cute, quaint, wonderful little house. You stepped outside and there were like mountains and the fjords that were around there, and just it was just heaven on earth. And then it was like the farmer's daughters, and we were just like, what? Is this really how this trip is going to go? Because if it is, if this is what is to be expected, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. I'm sorry, I should apologize right off the top, but they were really, really nice. I remember the girls being super nice, and I remember to most people, unless they were older, like more elderly, most Norwegians spoke English, if not very well, at least certainly well enough. So that was nice. So we were able to communicate quite easily and stuff. But what an experience. How did I get to that? Oh, bacon. Right, bacon. But anyways, I don't know. If you don't like bacon, that's cool. You know, you do you. But I want you to just think about. I want you to think about it, and I want you to revisit it, and I want you to take away the health aspects of bacon and just focus on the splendor that is bacon. The salty, greasy, meaty beauty of bacon. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right then. Glad we could go there with that. How you doing, girl? Doing all right? She's had to listen to this entire rant. Well, it's not really a rant. Was it a rant? Not a rant. My spiel. Listen to my spiel. She's bored out of her mind, I'm sure. Probably has. Did you put your earbuds in? No, she did. They usually put their earbuds in if I start yapping. Is our other... Actually, oh, you're done. You go. All done, all done? Like, really done? Or leave some things for me done? I think Courseplay usually takes care of business pretty darn well. Let's just take a quick peek ski around the map here, around our field, I mean. A little bumpy in here, isn't it? Yeah. Looking good, though. Yep, you did a good job. Nice work, my friend. I bet you even got this corner, didn't you? Did you get the corner completely? You sick. No, no, not too bad, actually. Can't really fault them for that. Let's just clean this little puppy up here. I mean, come on, right? There we go. Now we're good. Nice job. I think that's actually going to pretty much do it for this Friday episode of Kubota Farm. I think the rain is supposed to stop here by late morning. What does our weather forecast look like? Rain, rain, rain until noon. Okay. Well, we'll get past this rain, and boy, we're going to have to attack sugar beets. What are we going to plant on these fields? Really haven't thought about that much. Grass. Don't want to plant grass. Not really into that at the moment. Canola is... Oh, cotton? No. Well, cotton. No, no. Wool, because I'll regret cotton. Actually, we could do cotton. Eh. And we'll think about it. We've got time to think about it. But we can finish... excuse me, we can finish prepping these fields. Actually, I don't know if there's anything else we really need to do. Where's our... that's not what I want. That's what I want. No, that's not what I want. That's what I want. As far as nitrogen goes, pH is looking good and nitrogen's looking good. I don't think there's much we have to do. I think we can go ahead and plant right on this puppy. Needs plowing state should be gone. Yeah, yeah. I think we could do some direct seeding right on this stuff once we figure out what we want to do. So we'll figure that out, and we're gonna attack sugar beets next. Maybe this weekend. That ought to be fun. I'm gonna bite the bullet. Oh, and she is just finishing up, so perfect timing there. No, where you going, girl? Hello. Where you going? Oh, you do have a little strip. Got a little strip left. All right. But thanks, everyone. I really appreciate you joining me here in Kubota Farm once again. Enjoy your weekend if I don't see you. Probably will be back here this weekend, though, so keep an eye open. And have a great, safe weekend. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, if you put up with my bacon talk. Subscribe if you feel like it. Take care of yourselves and take care of others around you, and everybody will be happy. And I'll see you real soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.